Hello, dear teachers. Today we are uploading a lesson plan of English for the month of October. Our topic is the loyal mongoose for class 3. These are the activities to be done throughout the month. First of all, we write the learning outcomes, comprehension. The people will read aloud with appropriate pronunciation and pause. Reads small text in English with comprehension, that is, identifies main idea, details, and sequence, and draws conclusions in English. Next, vocabulary categorizes words, grammar, uses meaningful short sentences in English orally and in writing using a variety of adjectives. Writing takes dictation of sentences, uses punctuation such as question mark, full stop, and capital letters appropriately. Writes 5 to 6 sentences using visual clues, uses question mark at the end of the sentence. Listening and speaking performs events such as role play skit in English with appropriate expressions. Expresses orally his or her opinion, understanding about the story and characters in the story in English or in home language. Language game, phonic drill, or project work. Reads printed scripts on the classroom walls, poems, posters, charts, etc., and reads the words with proper stress and pronunciation. Now comes teaching learning process. In this, first of all, introduction. First, I will greet the children after entering the classroom. I will start with some game or puzzle solving or riddles. I will indulge the people in transacting their ideas by asking some questions about domestic and wild animals. I will be able to evaluate the pupils' interest and their level of learning, which will be helpful for planning the lesson in a better manner. Now, teaching learning activities. First, pre-reading. I will show the big picture given in the textbook to the pupils and indulge them in discussion. I will ask the people some simple questions related to the picture. This is the picture given in the textbook. In group, the people will work and discuss in groups. They will prepare a list of domestic and wild animals separately. Individually, the people will answer the simple questions posed by the teacher. Which animal do you see near your house? Do you have any pet at your house? Which animal gives us milk? Where do we get eggs from? Like this, many more questions can be asked. Now comes the reading part. I will read the text The Loyal Mongoose for the people aloud with proper stress and pronunciation. The people will repeat after me. They will prepare a list of words like 2-lettered, 3-lettered, or 4-letter words separately. Individually also, the people will read the lesson and copy the difficult words and meanings in their notebooks. Next, comprehension. I will ask the people some questions to maintain their attention during the reading of the text, like what was the farmer's pet, how old was farmer's baby, like this. So many questions can be asked. The people will answer the questions, complete the activities from the workbook. Next, vocabulary. I will read out some sentences aloud for the students, like this is a cow, she lives with us, the cow is called a domestic animal. The people will read the sentence after me. People will work in pairs and write some more sentences like this is a tiger, it lives in forest and it is a wild animal, like this. Then I will read sentences aloud pointing towards the picture. Is it a domestic animal? Yes, it is. The people will read in pairs. Is it a wild animal? Yes, it is. Individually, the people will read and write down the sentences in their notebooks. Classifying the animals. I will show a chart of some animals. Write their names on the blackboard and ask the people to classify them in the columns given below in domestic animals and wild animals. In grammar part, first comes the adjectives. I will read some sentences aloud for the people. This is a red apple. This is a big tree. She is a tall girl. Like this, then gradually I will introduce the term adjective to the people. The people will be divided into groups of 3 or 4 and given the task of writing some more sentences using the adjectives. The people will individually complete the text from their textbooks and workbooks. Next, writing. I will write some sentences, interrogative, on the blackboard and ask the children to read the sentences. What is your name? How old are you? Like this. Then I will explain that these type of sentences express questioning and are called interrogative sentences. The people will work in pairs and ask questions to each other, write some more sentences using who, what, where, why, is, it, will, and changes sentences into question form and uses question mark. The people will write down the sentences in the notebooks, actively participates in the activities. Describing a picture and writing sentences related to the picture. I will encourage the people to observe the given picture and write few sentences about it. Like there is a black cat in the picture, like this. The class will be divided into groups and given the task of writing sentences regarding the picture. Individually, the people will orally describe the picture, write down the sentences in their notebooks. Next, listening and responding. I will read the conversation given in the textbook and encourage role play to the people. The people will participate in the role play and carry on the conversation in English or in home language. The people will listen and observe and try to add some more dialogues to the conversation. Fun time, project work. I will help the people in classifying the domestic wild animals, collecting pictures and writing their names. People will work in groups, helps each other in completing the task. Now, check for understanding. Factual questions. Who lived with the farmer? How old was the farmer's baby? Where did the farmer's wife go? What was at God of the baby? Like this, many more questions from the text can be asked. Then we can ask open ended questions. The people will answer on their own. What would you do if you were in the mongoose position? What if the mongoose had harmed the baby? Like this, many more questions can be asked. Next, assessment. I will assess the people right from the start of the lesson, throughout the teaching learning process, and after the completion of the lesson, so that I can know the level of understanding and learning of the people to plan the lesson in a better manner. Now, this was the English lesson plan for the month of October of class 3rd. I request once again all of our teacher fraternity to please subscribe our channel, like our videos, and share this to your friends. Thank you.